Hey everyone, Ed Cahill here from Cahill Cards, and tonight we're talking about one of my favorite parts of the hobby, and that is value hunting for PSA cards, specifically cards for under $10. Now, if you've submitted a PSA submission, you may know that it can cost upwards of $20 to submit your own card. Even if you do a group break, it can be $10, $11, $12. So a lot of my thinking is if I can get a PSA card for under $10, then to me it's almost a free card, especially if it's a card I think that has an investment opportunity. Now, a lot of people will tell you that PSA 10s are the only way to go. I frankly disagree, and I have some recent experience that would prove otherwise. With the Luka Doncic craze, I actually probably couldn't afford to get in at PSA 10, so I get in at PSA 9. And as the prices for the 10s went up, so did the 9s, because people are just like me. They don't necessarily want to put $600 down on a PSA 10 as an investment, but I might be able to stick out 40, 60, $80 for PSA 9, and to get a 20, 30% investment off that's great. So don't let anyone ever tell you that PSA 9s aren't possible. And I'm going to show you a handful of PSA 9s here tonight, because you can snag those for under $10, and I'll grab a PSA 9 at $10 anytime. So first we're going to start with a De'Aaron Fox 2017 Panini Donruss Optic. And this is the rookie card, obviously, the rated rookie. And I think Optic, as you all know, has come up recently, and about the last year is a very popular set. And this Mint 9 cost me just $9.06 on eBay. And for a 22-year-old who I think has a lot of star potential, I'll pick up any De'Aaron Fox PSA 9 for under $10. When you look at his stat projections, he actually compares to Russell Westbrook early in his career. It's his number one stat projection comparability. His number two is John Wall. So if that's the future for him, not John Wall specifically, but his card values are going to go up. And so if you can grab some cheap De'Aaron Foxes, you should jump at that opportunity. This is actually a population 38 card, so it's not huge. I think there's 30 at PSA 10 as well. But this card, and these cards are actually some of my favorite. This next card I'm going to show you is the 2017 Panini Revolution De'Aaron Fox Chinese New Year Edition. Now, these are from the Revolution box set released in China and has this special print. It's not numbered, but this special print is actually pretty rare. This is a Pop 2 card at Mint 9, and there's only 3 at Mint 10. So I love the Chinese New Year as an investment opportunity, because when you get 4, 5, 6 years down the road, if no one has submitted these Chinese New Year cards for grading, then that pop count is going to stay pretty low, which I think will drive up the value. So this card I was able to get for $9.50. And I think those Chinese New Year editions, you can get them for a lot of pretty good players for pretty cheap. So I'll look to pick up more of these and more De'Aaron Foxes in the future. And we're going to shift gears a little bit and go to football. You may know that I used to work for the Dallas Cowboys.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
This may be a bit of a homer pick, but to find this card for $10, I couldn't pass it up. It's the 2015 Bowman Rookies Amari Cooper Gem Mint 10. I got this one for $10 on Facebook. It's a great deal for him. And if you don't know much about Amari Cooper, I'm sure you've heard about him, but I don't know if you realize that he's only 25 years old. He's already been in the league for 5 years, and he's only 25 years old. And his numbers honestly are projecting towards Hall of Fame if he continues to do what he did last year with the Dallas Cowboys. So when I saw this Gem Mint 10 for $10, the population on this card, I think, is only 2. So to have a population 2 Bowman rookie of Amari Cooper, I don't love the card art on this. And I would prefer to have one in an actual Raiders uniform rather than the Alabama Crimson Tide uniform. But for $10, I think if his career projection goes up, this is a solid investment card. Now, these next couple cards actually aren't PSA cards, but I wanted to show them off to you because these were, I think, some really cool deals I got. One, maybe not so much, but this one here, I was able to find this Trae Young out of 99, 23 out of 99 jumbo rookie material from Noir. The Noir brand doesn't sell too well right now, but I think in the future, this brand may actually come up a bit. I really like the style of it. I think visually it's a great collector, and you won't believe what I got this card for. It's $4. I don't think I'll send it to get graded. When I look at it, it does have some rough edges on the side, but for $4, I'll definitely add this to my collection, and I think I'll be able to resell it as Trae continues in his career for I wouldn't hesitate to say I could maybe make 10x this price a couple 2-3 years down the line. So I'm going to hang on to this card. I'm probably not going to send it in to get graded because I think it might get an 8 or an 8.5 if I was lucky. Those Noir cards come with a lot of defects, but that was one again for $4. Those are the kind of deals I like to look for, and this one was just kind of fun for me. If I can ever buy some cards of Super Bowl winning quarterbacks,
I'm going to Disney World.
I always take it. And I was able to get this Nick Foles lot for just $10 flat, and it's got the white obsidian to 7, 4 of 7, and then it's got the black obsidian to 125. So was really just in it for the white. Really love the look of the obsidian whites. I think they're actually called the prime obsidian primes. And I love that card, and to get a Super Bowl winning quarterback, a out of 7 card for $10, even though it's in the Jaguars uniform, which he wasn't there for very long. Maybe he can replicate some success up in Chicago and win another one. But again, just love the look of that obsidian card. So I was happy to pull these two for just $10, and probably won't send them to get graded. Honestly, I doubt I'll ever make my money back on those, but they were fun. And then actually, this is outside the $10 challenge, but kind of goes with some of the other cards I was talking about. This was a De'Aaron Fox shock from the Optic, the same 2017 rookie Optic. I was able to find for just over $10 at 16. So again, I'm adding a lot of De'Aaron Fox to my collection, and this is a mint 9. But again, I think as his career tends to grow, I think that mint 9 still comes up in value if you can't afford the 10. And then this is a guy in football who I'll be collecting a lot of this coming season, which is Josh Allen. This is the 2018 rated rookie from Donruss, mint 9. I got this one for $16. Again, I think it's at 16, I think is a good price for the mint 9 of Josh Allen, and I'll continue to look for more good deals from him. I think, honestly, he really just passes the eye test for me. I think he's a great quarterback, even though he won't get a lot of love up in Buffalo. I think they'll be a playoff team for the foreseeable future, and they seem to be building a pretty solid squad up there, and I think Josh Allen has all the tools to really be a superstar at quarterback. So I'll be picking up a handful of Josh Allen cards as well as we go forward. So just wanted to take a few minutes and show you some of the pickups I've been looking for. If you've got any tips for me, what PSA cards can I grab for under $10? It's honestly my favorite price point. And actually, I want to show you guys something too, if I can find it. I was looking all over for storage solutions for my PSA cards, and I found this on eBay. I'll link it in the description below. But it's a great little slotted box where you can actually just slot those cards right in. And it was actually kind of expensive for what it is. But it is a really nice, hefty construction, and it's got the lid. But if you're buying a lot of PSA cards and you want to keep them safe and but not take up too much room, because I've seen some like heavy cigar boxes, I think this is a good option for you. So hope you enjoyed taking a look at some of those cards I bought. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes to watch the content. Please, again, leave some comments. Leave me some tips, some things you'd like to see. We've got a break coming up. This Friday, I bought a hobby box of the Prism draft picks. So we're going to go through that, give you a quick review of the Prism draft picks. I think there's some interesting polls potentially in there. I don't know if we'll get so lucky, but I really like the look of those, and really like to take a look at some of the incoming draft picks and some of the old players as well in their old college strips. So thanks for joining us here on Cahill Cards. Appreciate it. Drop the like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Have a great night. Bye.